All right, today we're going to be talking about fragrances that are 10 out of 10. These fragrances are perfect in my opinion. They are just the best of the best. Let's get right to it. So first on the list we got, and of course this is an easy reach one right here. This is Bleu de Chanel. This is the Parfum version, as you can see here. Everyone knows about this one. This is one of the most popular fragrances that you can buy or find. It is, man, it's just, it opens up with the bergamot. It'll have the lemon and a nice mint, gives it a nice freshness to it. This one right here, compared to maybe the EDP as well as the EDT, those versions, this right here, of course it has the lavender. It has a nice pineapple accord. It has a geranium in there as well. And geranium gives the fragrance a nice kind of a green, rosy feel to it. But then this one, to me, the difference between the other versions is it has the dry down has a little bit more of that warm, rich amber in there from the amber woods. There's the tonka. It has some nice wood, the cedar and the sandalwood. So this one right here, really enjoyed this one right here. You can wear this anytime, any place. It's gonna work. It's an easy reach, mass appealing. You're gonna get a lot of compliments on this. If you want to get one of the Bleu de Chanel's, get this one. Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum version. Next on our list, 10 out of 10 fragrance. You can't have a list like that without Portrait of a Lady. Portrait of a Lady. This right here, if you haven't got into the rose type fragrances, this right here is a good introduction to it. It's a perfect rose. Man, it has the rose. It has a raspberry accord in there. It has the black currant is in here as well. This fragrance right here, it has a nice, that black currant gives it a nice green, tangy type of feel, by the way. Has some mints and some citruses in here as well. It's all about the rose though in this fragrance, but the dry down, it has a nice incense. You're gonna get that as it dries down. The incense comes out, some patchouli. It has some sandalwood in there, and then you'll even get the nice warm musk and the ambers in there. Man, this right here, one of the best fragrances I've ever put my nose on. Portrait of a Lady. It is a perfect 10 out of 10. This will run you about, it'll go get you over $200. So it definitely is pricey. The Bleu de Chanel that I mentioned before, it will run you about $150, depending on the size that you buy. Next one, while we're on, well, this right here is by Thameen, and this is Carved Oud. Carved Oud. This right here, if you like Tom Ford's oud wood, I didn't think I could ever find a fragrance that I considered possibly even better than Tom Ford's oud wood. That's in, one of my top 10 of all time, and I can't believe I'm saying that. This one might actually beat it out. This right here, it has the same woody, the cardamom, which gives it that warm, sweet and spicy type of feel, like something baking in the oven. It has the ambers, the vanilla comes through, and it does have, of course, oud in it, but it's not a stinky type of oud or anything like that. It's really seductive yet calming at the same time. It has a little bit of iris in it. The iris doesn't come out as much to me, but the patchouli in here, it is, man, another one of the best fragrances I put my nose on. I'd say this is a 10 out of 10. This will run you about, maybe about $215. So it is definitely up there, but man, worth every penny. Get your nose on this. Thameen this is Carved Oud. Next on the list, we will and go with another. This one right here is by Gravitas. It's Gravitas Homme. Beautiful gold bottle. As you can see, it's just shining, the reflection. This is by Naughton and Wilson. Man, this is a little bit of an old school feel to it because it opens up with a lot of the lavender. It has, but it has orange and bergamot as well in the opening, and then as you get to the mid, the cardamom will come out. Some of the peppers, nice little spice to it. It has this coriander accord, which is kind of a sweet. It gives a nice sweet accord. It's not overly sweet or nothing like that. It's not a gourmand. As I said, it's kind of an old school throwback type of vibe when you smell this right here. But it has the vanilla, it has the patchouli, oak moss, some ambergris. Man, it's almost a little bit of a modern day fougere barbershop type style in a way, but man, this is a good fragrance, especially good. I think this works good for even on those warm nights when maybe it's raining or something. I think this one works good. Definitely a date night, this will work. Man, I think it's quite more versatile than even you would think. So this is a good fragrance. I'm running about $120. Okay, next one on the list, and I gotta kind of speed up a little bit because I don't want to hold you all too long. But this right here, Mason Francis Kirkjohn, and of course this is Oud Satin Mood. Man, this right here is just an amazing, another rose fragrance, but man, the rose, the vanilla, the oud, and it has the benzoin, gives it a nice caramel vanilla type of vibe. It has little florals in there from the violet, but the rose has two kinds of roses in it. A Turkish rose, which is more of a, it's really a rosy rose, a little fruity in there with that. But then it has another rose, which is the Bulgarian rose, which that rose is kind of gives it a nice honey, cinnamon, and lemon type of vibe. It is a beautiful fragrance. Man, you wear these more so in the fall and in the winter, and I can't wait to get to start wearing this again. This is just a wonderful fragrance. It'll run you a couple $100 depending on the size, but man, it is worth every penny. Oud Satin Mood by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. Get your nose on it. Next one on the list here, this right here, definitely different, but man, by Marc Antoine. This is Ganymede. This is not the extrait version. This is just the what size is this? Yeah, this is EDP. So this right here, it is different than anything you're gonna put your nose on, with the mineral suede mixed with the saffron. Gives it a nice leathery feel to it. It has Immortelle in there, which is a accord that is like a honey and tea type of vibe. Beautiful bottle, of course, beautiful presentation, good atomizer. It also has Osmanthus, which is kind of a milky apricot accord in there. And then in the dry down, you're gonna get some of that warm, spicy, a little bit of a oud, but the woods come out. You can get a small bottle for $130. Larger bottles usually about $240. Get your nose on this. Marc Antoine's Ganymede, 10 out of 10. And then another 10 out of 10 fragrance here is gonna be another one by Mason Francis Kirkjohn, and this is Grand Soir. Grand Soir, beautiful, like this orange bronze type of color, gold cap, beautiful atomizer. Man, this right here, you wear this usually, I mean, you can start wearing this now. Depends on where you're at, right? High heat, maybe not, but it's really a fall winter type of fragrance. But man, the amber, if you like amber, if you like benzoin, if you like those rich resins that come out of this one, man, the vanilla in here, the tonka bean gives it a nice the almonds, kind of like roasted almonds mixed with tobacco and vanilla. And then it's not, to me, it's not, it is a sweet fragrance. I wouldn't call it like pure gourmand, but it definitely is sweet. It has the lavender will come out. It has some of the labdanum, gives it a nice earthy, ambery type of feel to it. I mean, I'm sorry, leathery amber type of feel to it. It is just, man, you wear this dressed up. This is one you wear dressed up. There's not one you wear to the mall. No, this one is, you know, this is when you mean business, dress it up, date night, compliments, man. This is just great fragrance. Grand Soir. It will definitely run you well over $200. It is definitely a pricey fragrance. Then you can't have a 10 out of 10 list without this right here. This is Dior Homme Parfum. Man, this one is in my top 3 of all time fragrances that I have. It is, man, this is just so nice. It is an iris fragrance. It's very lipsticky, if that's a word. It has a nice powderiness to it, a nice orange accord in there as well. Little leather will come through, little rose will come through, but all about the iris. Man, sandalwood and some woods in the base, but man, this is just a beautiful fragrance. Harder to find. You probably have to find on eBay or Mercari or something like that if you live in the United States. But man, this, more of a fall winter type of fragrance, special occasions. You don't just throw this on and go to the store. This is a 10 out of 10. Get your nose on this. Dior Homme Parfum. All right, next on the list, we're gonna go with Angel Share by Kilian. Angel Share. Look at that very unique, cool bottle here, like almost like a drink, I guess. Nice. The fragrance here, man. It's a 10 out of 10. What can I say? I mean, this is one of the ones you kind of wear towards maybe around the holidays, fall, winter type fragrance. But man, it has this cognac accord, which is, man, the cinnamon and spice and everything nice, man, is in this thing right here. It is, but one of the most unique accords in here is a praline. And if you have ever had pralines and cream, the praline ice cream, man, good ice cream, by the way. Man, it has the sandalwood and the vanilla, but that's the basis. The spices, the cinnamons, the praline. It's just a wonderful fragrance, man. Compliments galore. My goodness, the compliments will keep raining in. This right here, Angel Share, run you about $175. There's so many clones to this that I don't have, but I know that most people agree that there's a lot of good clones out there for this, but man, nothing's like the original. So get your nose on Angel Share by Kilian. Okay, next, another 10 out of 10 fragrance, and you really can't have a list, you know, I can't have a list that's talking about 10 out of 10 fragrances without putting on here Amouage Jubilation XXV. Look at that bottle. Look at that gold cap, magnetic cap. This is like royalty. This is royalty in a bottle. Royalty in a bottle. It is the ambers, the honey, the cinnamon. It has a rose accord in there. It has just a warm spiciness to it. The labdanum gives it a nice ambery, leathery type of vibe to it. It's just, hands down, this along with Dior Homme Parfum are in my top 3 of all time. What can I say about it? 10 out of 10. You can probably get this for $150 to $200, and a lot of times you'll get different type of sales, especially on Jomashop. Get your nose on Amouage Jubilation XXV. 10 out of 10. And then next, you know me, I can't have a list without Xerjoff Naxos. Look at that. Look at that bottle. Beautiful, solid bottle. Beautiful color. Nice snap-on cap, solid cap, good design. The presentation is going to be out of this world. And you talk about compliments. Man, the lavender, the bergamot, and a little bit of lemon, the tonka in the opening, and once again, the honey, the cinnamon, the tobacco, and the vanilla. It's a fall winter type fragrance. Compliments galore. Probably my most complimented fragrance that I have in my collection that I've received compliments on, me personally, has been Naxos, Xerjoff Naxos. So run you a little over 200, 225 type dollars, but man, worth every penny. 10 out of 10. You got to get this. Get your nose on it if you haven't. And so that's all I have for you, as I've given you probably a good 11 fragrances really that are 10 out of 10, hands down. Man, get your nose on these. I hope you all enjoy. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. This is Marvin with Preaching Sense. I'm out.